Welcome, everybody. This is Alan with Daily Armour of God. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you're all doing well. This is reading the Old Testament, 150 days. We're on day 98. Today we'll be finishing off Nehemiah, starting with chapter 10 and verse 1. Now those that were sealed were Nehemiah, Tirshatha, the son of Hakaliah, and Zidkijah, Sariah, Azariah, Jeremiah, Pashur, Amariah, Malchijah, Hattush, Shebaniah, Maluk, Harim, Meremoth, Obadiah, Daniel, Ginnathon, Baruch, Meshullam, Abijah, Mijamin, Maziah, Bilgai, Shemaiah. These were the priests. And the Levites, both Jeshua the son of Azaniah, Binui, the sons of Henadad, Kadmiel, and their brethren Shebaniah, Hodijah, Kelida, Peliah, Hanan, Micah, Rehob, Hashabiah, Zakur, Sherebiah, Shebaniah, Hodijah, Bani, Benui, the chief of the people, Parosh, Pahath Moab, Elam, Zathu, Bani, Buni, Asgad, Bebai, Adonijah, Bigvai, Adin, Eter, Hizkijah, Azur, Hodijah, Hashem, Bezai, Hariph, Anathoth, Nebai, Magpisash, Meshullam, Hezir, Meshezabil, Zedek, Jadua, Pelitiah, Hanan, Anaiah, Hoshea, Hananiah, Hashub, Halohesh, Pilaha, Shobek, Rehum, Hashabnah, Messiah, and Adijah, Hanan, Anan, Maluk, Harim, Bana. And the rest of the people, the priests, the Levites, the porters, the singers, the Nethinims, and all they that had separated themselves from the people of the lands unto the law of God, their wives, their sons, and their daughters, everyone having knowledge and having understanding. They clave to their brethren, their nobles, enter into a curse and into an oath to walk in God's law, which was given by Moses the servant of God, and to observe and to do all the commandments of the Lord our God, and his judgments and his statutes. And that we would not give our daughters unto the people of the land, nor take their daughters for our sons. And if the people of the land bring ware or any victuals on the Sabbath day to sell, that we would not buy it of them on the Sabbath or on a holy day, and that we would leave the 7th year and the exaction of every debt. Also we made ordinances for us to charge ourselves yearly with the third part of a shekel for the service of the house of our God, for the showbread, and for the continual meat offering, and for the continual burnt offering of the Sabbaths, of the new moons, for the set feasts, and for the holy things, for the sin offerings, to make an atonement for Israel, and for all the work of the house of our God. And we cast lots among the priests, the Levites, and the people for the wood offering, to bring it into the house of our God, after the houses of our fathers, at times appointed year by year, to burn upon the altar of the Lord our God, as it is written in the law, and to bring the firstfruits of our ground, and the firstfruits of all fruit of all trees, year by year, unto the house of the Lord. Also the firstborn of our sons and of our cattle, as it is written in the law, and the firstlings of our herds and for our flocks, to bring to the house of our God, unto the priests that minister in the house of our God, that we should bring the firstfruits of our dough, and our offerings, and the fruit of all manner of trees, of wine, and of oil, unto the priests, to the chambers of the house of our God, and the tithes of our ground unto the Levites, that the same Levites might have the tithes of in all the cities of our tillage. And the priest, the son of Aaron, shall be with the Levites when the Levites take tithes, and the Levites shall bring up the tithe of the tithes unto the house of our God, to the chambers, into the treasure house. For the children of Israel and the children of Levi shall bring the offering of the corn, of the new wine, and the oil unto the chambers, where all the vessels of the sanctuary, and the priests that minister, and the porters and the singers, and we will not forsake the house of our God. Nehemiah 11. And the rulers of the people dwelt at Jerusalem, and the rest of the people also cast lots to bring 1 of 10 to dwell in Jerusalem, the holy city, and 9 parts to dwell in other cities. And the people blessed all the men that willingly offered themselves to dwell at Jerusalem. Now these are the chief of the province that dwelt in Jerusalem. Built in the cities of Judah dwelt everyone in his possession, their cities, to it Israel, the priests, and the Levites, and the Nethinims, and the children of Solomon's servants. And at Jerusalem dwelt certain of the children of Judah, and of the children of Benjamin, and of the children of Judah, Athaiah the son of Uzziah, the son of Zechariah, the son of Amariah, the son of Shephatiah, the son of Mahaleel, of the children of Perez, Messiah, the son of Baruch, the son of Hoseh, the son of Hazaziah, the son of Adiah, the son of Jorib, the son of Zechariah, the son of Shiloni. All the sons of Perez that dwelt at Jerusalem were 468 valiant men. These are the sons of Benjamin: Sallu the son of Meshullam, the son of Joed, the son of Pedaiah, the son of Koliah, the son of Messiah, the son of Ithiel, the son of Jeshiah. After him Gabai, Salai, 928. And Joel the son of Zichri was their overseer, and Judah the son of Senua was second over the city. Of the priests, Jediah the son of Jorib, Jachin, Sarai the son of Hilkiah, the son of Meshullam, the son of Zadok, the son of Meremoth, the son of Ahitub, was the ruler of the house of God. And their brethren that did the work of the house were 822. And Adiah the son of Jeroham, the son of Peliah, the son of Amzi, the son of Zechariah, the son of Pashur, the son of Malchiah. And his brethren, chief of the fathers, 242. And Amashai, the son of Azriel, the son of Asai, the son of Meshillemoth, the son of Immer. And their brethren, mighty men of valor, 128. And their overseer was Zabdiel, the son of one of the great men. Also the Levites, Shemaiah, the son of Hashab, the son of Azrikam, the son of Hashabiah, the son of Buni. And Shabbethai and Jozabad, of the chief of the Levites, had the oversight of the outward business of the house of God. And Mattaniah, the son of Micah, the son of Zabdi, the son of Asaph, was the principal to begin the thanksgiving and prayer. And Bakbukiah, the second among his brethren, Abda, the son of Shemua, the son of Galal, the son of Jeduthun. All the Levites in the holy city were 284. Moreover, the porters, Akub, Talmon, and their brethren that kept the gates were 172. And the residue of Israel, of the priests and Levites, were in all the cities of Judah, every one in his inheritance. But the Nethinims dwelt in Ophel, and Zihah and Gispa were over the Nethinims. The overseer also of the Levites at Jerusalem was Uzi the son of Bani, the son of Hashabiah, the son of Mattaniah, the son of Micah, of the sons of Asaph, the singers that were over the business of the house of God. For it was the king's commandment concerning them that a certain portion should be for the singers due for every day. And Pethahiah, the son of Meshezabeel, of the children of Zerah, the son of Judah, was at the king's hand in all matters concerning the people. And for the villages and their fields, some of the children of Judah dwelt at Kirjatharba, and in the villages thereof, and at Dibon, and the villages thereof, and at Jebzeel, in the villages thereof, and at Jeshua, and at Moladah, and at Beth-Phelet, and at Hazar Shual, and at Beersheba, in the villages thereof, and at Ziklag, and Mechonah, in the villages thereof, and at Enrimmon, and at Zerah, and at Jarmuth, Zanoah, Adullam, and in their villages, at Lachish, in the fields thereof, at Azekah, and the villages thereof, and they dwelt from Beersheba unto the valley of Hinnom. The children also of Benjamin from Geba dwelt at Michmash, and Aijah, and Bethel, and their villages. And at Anathoth, Nob, Aniah, Hazar, Ramah, Gittaim, Hadid, Zeboim, Nebalat, Lod, and Ono, the valley of craftsmen. And the Levites were divisions in Judah and in Benjamin. Nehemiah 12. Now these are the priests and the Levites that went up with Zerubbabel, the son of Shealtiel, and Jeshua, Sariah, Jeremiah, Ezra, Amariah, Malach, Hattush, Shechaniah, Rehum, Meremoth, Edo, Ginnetho, Abijah, Mayamin, Mediah, Bilgah, Shemaiah, Jorib, Jediah, Sallu, Amok, Hilkiah, Jedediah. These are the chief of the priests and of their brethren in the days of Jeshua. Moreover, the Levites, Jeshua, Binui, Kadmiel, Sherebiah, Judah, and Mattaniah, which was over the thanksgiving, and he and his brethren. Bakbukiah, Uni, their brethren, were over against them in the watches. Jeshua begat Joachim. Joachim also begat Eliashib, and Eliashib begat Joiada. And Joiada begat Jonathan, and Jonathan begat Jaddua. In the days of Joachim were priests, the chief of their fathers, of Sariah, Meriah, Jeremiah, Hananiah, of Ezra, Meshullam, of Amariah, Jehohanan, of Melichu, Jonathan, of Shebaniah, Joseph, of Harim, Adnah, of Meroth, Hilkiah, of Edo, Zechariah, of Ginnathon, Meshullam, of Abijah, Zikri, of Min, of Modiah, Piltai, Bigal, Shamua, of Shemaiah, Jehonathan, and of Jorarib, Mattani, of Jediah, Uzi, of Salai, Kalai, of Amok, Eber, of Hilkiah, Hashabiah, of Jediah, Nathaniel, the Levites in the days of Eliashib, Joiada, Johanan, and Jaddua were recorded chief of their fathers, also the priests, to the reign of Darius the Persian. The sons of Levi, the chief of the fathers, were written in the book of the Chronicles even until the days of Johanan the son of Eliashib. And the chief of the Levites, Hashabiah, Sherebiah, and Jeshua the son of Kadmiel, with their brethren over against them to praise, to give thanks according to the commandment of David, the man of God, ward over against ward. Mattaniah, Bakbukiah, Obadiah, Meshullam, Talmon, Akub were porters, keeping the ward at the thresholds of the gates. These were in the days of Joachim, the son of Jeshua, the son of Jozadak, and in the days of Nehemiah, the governor, Nehemiah, and of Ezra the priest, the scribe. And at the dedication of the wall of Jerusalem, they sought the Levites out of all their places to bring them to Jerusalem, to keep the dedication with gladness, both with thanksgivings, and with singing, and with cymbals, psalteries, and with harps. And the sons of the singers gathered themselves together, both out of the plain country round about Jerusalem, and from the villages of Netophathi, also from the house of Gilgal, and out to the fields of Geba and Asmaveth, for the singers had builded them villages round about Jerusalem. And the priests and Levites purified themselves, and purified the people, and the gates, and the wall. Then I brought up the princes of Judah upon the wall, and appointed 2 great companies of them that gave thanks, whereof one went on the right hand upon the wall toward the dung gate. And after them went Hoshea, half of the princes of Judah, and Azariah, Ezra, Meshullam, Judah, Benjamin, Shemaiah, and Jeremiah, and certain of the priest's sons with trumpets, namely Zechariah the son of Jonathan, the son of Shemaiah, the son of Mattaniah, the son of Micaiah, the son of Zachar, the son of Asaph, and his brethren Shemaiah and Azareel, Milolai, Gilalai, Mai, Nathaniel, and Judah, Hanani, with the musical instruments of David the man of God, and Ezra the scribe before them. And at the fountain gate, which was over against them, they went up by the stairs of the city of David, at the going up of the wall above the house of David, even unto the water gate eastward. And the other company of them gave thanks, went over against them, and I after them, and half of the people upon the wall from beyond the tower of the furnaces even unto the broad wall, and from the above the gate of Ephraim, and above the old gate, and above the fish gate, in the tower of Hananiel, the tower of Meah, even unto the sheep gate, and they stood still in the prison gate. So stood the 2 companies of them that gave thanks in the house of God, and I and the half of the rulers with me, and the priests, Eliakim, Messiah, Miniamin, Micaiah, Elionai, Zechariah, and Hananiah, with trumpets, and Messiah, and Shemaiah, and Eleazar, and Uzi, and Jehohanan, and Malchijah, Elam, and Ezra. And the singers sang aloud with Jezariah, their overseer. Also that day they offered great sacrifices and rejoiced, for God had made them rejoice with great joy. The wives also and the children rejoiced, so that the joy of Jerusalem was heard even afar off. And at that time were some appointed over the chambers of the treasuries, for the offerings, and for the firstfruits, and for the tithes, to gather into them out of the fields of the cities the portions of the law for the priests and Levites. For Judah rejoiced for the priests and for the Levites that waited. And both the singers and the porters kept the word of their God, and the word of the purification, according to the commandment of David and of Solomon his son. For in the days of David and Asaph of old there were chief of the singers, and songs of praise and thanksgiving unto God. And all Israel, in the days of Zerubbabel and in the days of Nehemiah, gave the portions of the singers and the porters every day his portion, and they sanctified holy things unto the Levites, and the Levites sanctified them unto the children of Aaron. Nehemiah 13. On that day they read in the book of Moses in the audience of the people, and therein was found written that the Ammonite and the Moabite should not come into the congregation of God forever, because they met not the children of Israel with bread and with water, but hired Balaam against them, that he should curse them. Howbeit our God turned the curse into a blessing. Now it came to pass, when they had heard the law, that they separated from Israel all the mixed multitude. And before this, Eliashib the priest, having the oversight of the chamber of the house of our God, was allied unto Tobiah, and he had prepared for him a great chamber. Wherefore aforetime they laid the meat offerings, the frankincense and vessels, the tithes of the corn, the new wine, the oil, which was commanded to be given to the Levites, and the singers, and the porters, and the offerings of the priests. But in all this time was not I at Jerusalem, for in the 32nd year of Artaxerxes king of Babylon I came unto the king, and after certain days obtained I leave of the king. And I came to Jerusalem, and understood the evil that Eliashib did for Tobiah, in preparing him a chamber in the courts of the house of God. And it grieved me sore, therefore I cast forth all the household stuff of Tobiah out of the chamber. Then I commanded, and they cleansed the chambers, and thither brought I again the vessels of the house of God, with the meat offering and the frankincense. And I perceived that the portions of the Levites had not been given them, for the Levites and the singers that did the work were fled every one to his field. Then contended I with the rulers, and said, Why is the house of God forsaken? And I gathered them together, and set them in their place. Then brought all Judah the tithe of the corn, and the new wine, and the oil, into the treasuries. And I made treasurers over the treasuries, Shelemiah the priest, and Zadok the scribe, and of the Levites. Pedaiah, and next to them was Hanan the son of Zachar, the son of Mattaniah, for they were counted faithful, and their office was to distribute unto their brethren. Remember me, O my God, concerning this, and wipe not out my good deeds that I have done for the house of my God, and for the offices thereof. Yeah, so here we see again Nehemiah. He goes back to Artaxerxes the king. And once he's gone, guess what? They go back to their old ways of not taking tithes for the Levites and the priests and all these people. And so what do they have to do? They have to go work the fields because they're not getting anything, right? They're not supported. So they have to eat, they have to drink, so they have to work for it. And anyway, Nehemiah comes back and is like, basically, like, all my work that I did here before I left was undone. So kind of sad that, we see that happen too in the book of Judges. The judges come, they rescue the children of Israel. They do good for a little bit, and then they go back to their ways once the judge has died. They forget about the judge and what the judge did for them. They forget about God, essentially. So kind of the same circumstances going on here. In those days saw I in Judah some treading wine presses on the Sabbath, and bringing in sheaves and lading asses, as also wine, grapes, and figs, and all manner of burdens, which they brought into Jerusalem on the Sabbath day. And I testified against them in the day wherein they sold victuals. There dwelt men of Tyre also therein, which brought fish and all manner of ware, and sold on the Sabbath unto the children of Judah, and in Jerusalem. Then I contended with the nobles of Judah, and said unto them, What evil thing is this that ye do, and profane the Sabbath day? Did not your fathers thus, and did not our God bring all this evil upon us and upon this city? Yet ye bring more wrath upon Israel by profaning the Sabbath. And it came to pass that when the gates of Jerusalem began to be dark before the Sabbath, I commanded that the gates should be shut, and charged that they should not be opened till after Sabbath. And some of my servants set I at the gates, that there should no burden be brought in on the Sabbath day. So the merchants and sellers of all kind of ware lodged without Jerusalem once or twice. Then I testified against them, and said unto them, Why lodge ye about the wall? If ye do so again, I will lay hands on you. From that time forth came they no more on the Sabbath. And I commanded the Levites that they should cleanse themselves, and that they should come and keep the gates to sanctify the Sabbath day. Remember me, O my God, concerning this also, and spare me according to the greatness of thy mercy. In those days also I saw I Jews that had married wives of Ashdod, of Ammon, and Moab, and their children spake half in the speech of Ashdod, and could not speak in the Jews' language, but according to the language of each people. And I contended with them, and cursed them, and smote certain of them, and plucked off their hair, and made them swear by God, saying, You shall not give your daughters unto their sons, nor take their daughters unto your sons, or for yourselves. Did not Solomon, king of Israel, sin by these things? Yet among many nations was there no king like him, who was beloved of his God, and God made him king over all Israel. Nevertheless, even him did outlandish women cause him to sin. Yeah, remember Solomon? No king is perfect because there's no human that's perfect. Every king, even the good kings, did something because we're all sinners, Romans 3:23. So even Solomon, great king, he still sinned in that he had many wives, and a lot of those wives were foreign, and at that time they also had the law, and which forbids it to keep purity, and also, more importantly, to keep the purity of your God. These women, they caused him to sin, Solomon, because they turned his heart to their quote unquote little g gods, false gods. So there's many reasons why God did not want these people to intermarry and intermingle. Many reasons. And so they're doing the same thing again. All these things, they're just turning their backs to God after they made a covenant again. They did all this stuff, and then Nehemiah goes back and comes back again, and they're just falling into the same ways. Sad. And one of the sons of Joiada, the son of Eliashib the high priest, was son-in-law to Sanballat the Horonite. Therefore I chased him from me. Remember them, O my God, because they have defiled the priesthood and the covenant of the priesthood and of the Levites. Thus cleansed I them from all strangers, and appointed the wards of the priests and the Levites, every one in his business. And for the wood offering at times appointed, and for the first fruits, remember me, O my God, for good. Yeah, I would be like Nehemiah too, to see my my hard work for naught, but also we have to remember in our lives, if we see our hard work for naught, we have to remember that we don't work hard for man. We work hard for Christ alone, for God. And the Bible actually says, everything you do for the Lord, not man. We're not doing this to please man. We're doing this to please the Lord if we work hard with all our heart, just like if we love the Lord with all our heart and with our soul and our might. We're not working for man. And I'm especially saying this to myself because I can't slack off. I'm just not that type of guy who will see others slacking off, and then I just can't do it. I have to try my best, and I like to try my best. And one thing that keeps me going is remembering the verses that say, everything you do for the Lord, not man. And everything you do for the Lord, another verse, everything you do for the Lord is not in vain. It may seem like it, like Nehemiah. He's like, all this work, I'm sorry, Lord. Please remember me. He said this many times. Please remember me. Please lay not these against me. He tried. He tried, and he succeeded for a little bit, but ultimately they went back to their old ways. So I guess you could say he failed, but he tried, which is what's important. He served the Lord with all his heart. So in God's eyes, he did right, Nehemiah, because he served the Lord with all his heart. I'm not saying Nehemiah was perfect because we don't know. The Bible doesn't mention if he sinned, but we do know he sinned because we all sin and fall short of the glory of God, Romans 3:23. So, but the fact of the matter is, he served the Lord with all his heart, just like King David. King David sinned, a great sin actually, multiple sins. But David clinged to God in his sin, turned his back from his sin, and follow the Lord with all his heart. That's why King David stands apart from a lot of the kings, because a lot of kings didn't serve the Lord with all their heart. And that's why the Bible says multiple times to love the Lord your God and to serve him with all your heart. So this is a good reminder that things won't always go our way, especially for Nehemiah. He sees all this backsliding happening, and he probably felt like we feel sometimes, that our work goes unnoticed and that everything we do is for naught, and there's no appreciation to be had by anyone, that is, by man. But God sees it. So I really feel for Nehemiah here, where he was crying out to God multiple times, like, please, Lord, remember me. I tried. So great lessons there. Psalm 98, a psalm. O sing unto the Lord a new song, for he hath done marvelous things. His right hand and his holy arm hath gotten him the victory. The Lord hath made known his salvation, his righteousness hath he openly showed in the sight of the heathen. He hath remembered his mercy and his truth toward the house of Israel. All the ends of the earth have seen the salvation of our God. Make a joyful noise unto the Lord, all the earth. Make a loud noise, and rejoice, and sing praise. Sing unto the Lord with the harp, and the voice of a psalm. With trumpets and a sound of a cornet, make a joyful noise before the Lord, the King. Let the sea roar and the fullness thereof, the world and they that dwell therein. Let the floods clap their hands, let the hills be joyful together before the Lord. For he cometh to judge the earth. With righteousness shall he judge the world, and the people with equity. Amen to that. He is our just judge. So we don't have to worry about people who do evil. We don't have to worry about them getting their just desserts, so to speak, because God is our righteous judge. He will judge the wicked, and they will pay for it. Maybe not in our timing. We won't see evil and wicked people pay for it. We may not ever see it. However, they will pay for it. If they don't turn to the Lord, once they draw their last breath, they will pay for all their sins in hell, forever separated from our loving Savior, Jesus Christ, never knowing his company or being near him. Just eternal torment, fire and brimstone in the lake of fire. So they will get their rewards, good or bad. Same with us. Anyway, that's going to be it for today's reading. Thank you so much for joining me. Hope you all have a great morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you're at. Remember to put God first in everything you do. Have faith in him, trust in him, wait upon him, hope in him, and you'll never be sorry. God willing, we'll see you tomorrow with more of this Bible reading plan. So thanks again. Take care. God bless.